Hey, welcome to Vino Entertainment TV, which is based on Vino. We talk about firearm violence, domestic violence. We feed the unfortunate, and we also talk about being violated. Vino Entertainment TV is always in the community, having fun, interacting with everyone. And guess what? We are never afraid to meet new people. And plus, we are not never a stranger. We don't never meet a stranger, right? Right. So once again, thank you for coming up to Vino Entertainment TV. Hey, we're gonna have a chill day. Right now we're gonna waiting on Pap to come on in. Everybody just kick on in and get on up in here and let's do this. But until then, um, let me see what I can maybe scrape up here. Just a little scrape up, just a little bit, just a little something, maybe just a little something. I don't know yet. I don't know.
YouTube ads is
Let's
made
see.
for your business.
Yeah,
Recordings just got better.
so hopefully Pep be in pretty soon. My co-host and everything. We're gonna get started. We got plenty to talk about. It's been a lot going on in this crazy world. The people's crazy, the politicians crazy. I mean, it's like it's so much stuff that we have to talk about because it's a lot of things that we are not being focused on. We are being focused on other stuff that really don't really matter. You know what I mean? So until then, we're gonna get our party on. Let me drop this link right quick. I'm behind too, y'all. I'm telling y'all, hey, it's raining in Texas, and who likes to rise and shine when it's raining? I don't. I'm a late sleeper, as they say. I sleep late, and I do. I really do. I sleep late. I really do. And then, on top of that, I have some catnip. I have a kitten. I have catnip here. And I swear she knocked all the catnip over. So I guess she's going to be eating catnip all night tonight, all by herself. But let me just go ahead and get this started right here because this is my favorite song. But let me just go ahead and get started. Y'all have seen my daughter-in-law passing by. But let's go ahead and get it started. I'm feeling good, girl. I'm feeling good. Feeling good. Feeling good. Me and my Captain Crunch, we feeling good. I hope everybody's feeling good. But yeah, so let me get started. We got a lot to talk about, y'all. But first of all, y'all, I want y'all to hear Miss Elmo new song, y'all. It's jumping, y'all. Check it out.
Wasn't for me, baby, just stay by my side. These niggas tryna put me on the bottom of the map, pull him at the bottom of the barrel, when I'm really supposed to be on top. Should've listened when you said they wasn't for me. Baby, just stay by my side, we can build this family. Ain't no iron team, you was made for me, and I was made for you. Gon' read the kiss the family tree. We been down this road, locked into the death of me, Maybe I know the pain, I done did some selfish things. Mistreat you, called you to go through the ceiling, but baby, I done healed you once, I can heal you twice. This time for good, they not tryna see us spoken like the diamonds in my Cupid Fiori. It's just you and me, these years done passed us, let's pass them back up. Then when them niggas was switching lanes on me, my demons dropped the conquer over me.
Say, yeah, I'm telling y'all, that young lady got something right there. That's Vino friend. I'm telling y'all, she got some hits. She got some. She definitely got some. But this is for my home girl who be getting on my nerves.
What you say, Grandma? I need to do what?
Keep your wig.
Why I gotta keep my wig?
you need to sleep in that motherfucker.
That means she is ugly than a mother without that wig. Do you understand me? That's what she was saying in a nice way. But anyway, let me go and get started.
Homeless Strategy Office is looking for new ways to help people struggling with homelessness. The office and housing department say they're working to expand the Austin Emergency Shelter's capacity and create new permanent supportive housing projects. The city says more than 3,000 people used shelter services last year. While officials say that number is record-breaking, they also say Austin is doing incredibly well when it comes to getting people successfully out of shelters and out of homelessness.
Austin's homeless response system outperforms the national average for major cities, and we expect a 300% growth in permanent supportive housing units this calendar year. The PSH pipeline has more than 1,000 units, and that number should continue to go up as we approve more loans and more financing for more developments.
The city will continue moving forward with the homelessness exit strategies. Some of those include adding more shelters and permanent housing development.
So I'm glad they are trying to make some progress for the unfortunate. They are putting some things in order. They try and get little small houses built for them. They're trying to do anything they can to keep them, I guess, more comfortable. And so far, they've been doing a pretty good job. And I'm pretty pleased with what they're doing with the tiny houses and building some houses to help the unfortunate. They get in their own little community. But what I don't like is where they have you have to go outside. You have to go outside ordinary to bathe. You got outside, outside room where you can go outside and bathe and shower and brush your teeth and things like that. I wish they had all of that inside of the small houses, but they don't. But hey, it's always small steps and always be a bigger step later on down the line.
Explains that the city canceled a $2 million contract with a firm that was going to review services for people experiencing homelessness.
During a February 7th Public Health Committee meeting,
the number of homeless have not decreased, but in fact have increased.
City Manager Jesus Garza took the dais to talk homelessness in Austin.
It is our intent to be able to serve the poor and vulnerable in a more effective way, and I think the current system and the way we've approached it has not met those objectives.
The plan was to hire a McKinsey company for a $2 million review of homeless services in Austin. The city would pay $1 million while Travis County, Integral Care, and Central Health cover the rest. It was supposed to paint a better picture of where the city should focus its money.
And that's why this review is so essential, so we can understand from what the leading indicators are so that we can do more preventative work.
My support for the McKinsey contract was based around that this was a joint venture that Travis County would also be helping fund. Given their change in stance, I have some concerns about the city putting more than $1 million.
This memo was sent from the city manager to the council, stating we will not be proceeding with the contract. Councilmember Mackenzie Kelly released a statement saying she was deeply disappointed and was in favor of an external audit to ensure transparency and accountability in how taxpayer funds are utilized. She went on to say it's imperative that we safeguard against any possible mismanagement of funds, especially for those receiving critical services.
Unfortunately, as the process played out, some of our other partners were not quite in the same place as we were in terms of wanting to go forward.
Councilmember Ryan Alter says the focus remains on finding the best way to work together. Says all parties involved in the fight to end homelessness have plans to sit down for weekly meetings.
Even though we're not moving forward with the contract, we still are going to move forward with the mission of making sure everyone knows what each other is doing and building on our efforts, not duplicating efforts.
Nabil Ramadna, KXAN News.
So like I said, once again, I'm glad they're doing something and everything to try to get everything where, they get a lot of money. The state get plenty of money. And when they do the bureaus, the Census Bureau, they count those homeless people. If they count those homeless people, they should be getting some things from the benefit from it, if they count them as well. So they need all of that. If they're counted with the Census Bureau, they should be counted as for somewhere to live as well. They should have somewhere for them to live as well. But on another note, it's been a lot of underground shelters being built, underground tunnels. There's a lot of underground tunnels being built in New York, and y'all got it bad.
Last night was great.
Those men you all just saw, those men are Africans. Those are illegal Africans, immigrants, they're calling them. They're hiding underground tunnel. They got beds, clothes. So who's providing these things for them? And they underground. Somebody's providing these things for them. And somebody knows that they're down there, and who know they're down there is the ones who built those tunnels for those immigrants to move around down through there. And they are living underground. You might got one in your back of your shower. You just don't even know it. Somebody back there living. You don't even know it. The whole time you've been living there. You'll be surprised. I mean, look, if I stay somewhere and it's underground shelter and they get to knock on my walls, baby, they can have the whole apartment to themselves.
A 22-year-old woman from Brooklyn says she's finally getting her confidence back after a stranger threw acid in her face for no reason. She said, "I never thought something like this could happen to me because I'm such a nice person. But I was wrong. It could happen to me, and it did. We didn't have an argument. I didn't even know her. I was just getting off the train and on my way to my job. And without saying a word, this woman walks up to me and splashed acid in my face. I felt pain immediately. It's like my face was on fire. I was panicking and just crying. I was having a roller coaster of emotions because I'm like, why me? Why me? And I think the woman who did this to me is facing 10 years in prison. But in 10 years, I'll still be getting surgery done to my face. I'll still be dealing with PTSD, and she'll be free. And I don't feel like that's right. I don't feel like she should ever be able to get out of jail. The 22-year-old woman has over $60,000 in hospital bills from the 16 procedures done to repair the damage to her face. Listen, as a tax-paying citizen, I feel like when situations like this happen, the city or state that we live in should step up. It's not fair that she have to pay a $60,000 hospital bill for a surgery to her face that she didn't ask for. The woman said she was just getting off the train going to her job. And this woman out of nowhere just walk up on her and throw acid in her face. I don't know if y'all really know how fast y'all life can change. It's so many people who done lost their lives while bumping into miserable people on their way somewhere. And witnesses who was out there said the lady who done it was crazy. They said before she threw the acid in the girl's face, she was out there screaming and hollering and cursing. See, I'm the type of dude, when I'm somewhere and I see people acting like that, I try to get those people removed because I don't want nothing to happen to me or the people that I'm with. When you leave your house, you have every intention on making it back home the same way you left. We gotta stop just doing all of this looking and taking our cell phones out and recording. If you see something that looks like a threat, even if it doesn't scare you, if you think it might be a threat to somebody else, why don't you do us all a favor and get that threat removed? Y'all in the middle of a subway, it's police everywhere. Make them do their job. I know y'all all heard the saying that we pay the police officer's salary. Well, we do. You getting off the subway, you see somebody that could be a potential threat, call the police over there. Hey man, come get this person. Hey man, I'm not safe around this person right here. Or you could be like, hey, look, I ain't worrying about them personally, but it's a lot of females on the train. Nobody should have to go through what this girl going through. Nobody should have acid thrown in their face. And then she left on the hook for the $60,000. And look, I'm not one to tell you don't pay your hospital bills, but I will say this. After 7 years, hospital bills fall off. And, you know, you could take what you want from that, but I don't feel like you should pay it. You didn't ask for that to happen to you. You a tax-paying citizen. You should have been protected. And I'm sure you done paid over $60,000 in taxes anyway. So if the hospital want it, tell them contact the IRS.
Contact the IRS. Really? It ain't nothing for me to say. He said it all. He said it all. But let me tell you something. Like he said, she can go on continue her life being crazy. But this lady's face is messed up for the rest of her life. You know, and people like, she crazy, she crazy. Okay, if y'all knew she was crazy and y'all knew she out here acting like that and y'all just standing around here, I mean, y'all, it could have been anybody. And just it had to just be me. It could have been anybody just standing out there. It could have been a kid. It could be anybody. But trust you, believe you, me. Baby, I hope she's still in jail. I hope she's still in jail because let me tell you something. There is no way that I can swallow that pill. Not that right there. Nah, I think somebody had to have some problems. And it was, and let me tell you something. I probably, once I got well and I knew she was she went in jail. Anyway, let me go on. We ain't gonna say that. Be nice.
Hey, this video crazy. And it's one reason why you should sit down with your child one day while they on their tablet or devices and see what they watching on YouTube, or just peep out the ads that's in between them YouTube videos. This video basically telling your child it's okay to get the jab and croak over eventually. Let's get into it.
It's okay to pass away today. It's okay to pass away.
No, it's not.
They'll put you in an urn or they'll put you in a grave. Either way, for certain gonna happen someday. Some say it's wrong and they'll tell you just to pray, but it's okay to pass away.
Keep listening.
It's okay to pass away today.
Look
It's
at the little boy.
okay to pass
Watch
away.
this.
It's okay to pass away today. It's okay to pass away. If your family is struggling, juggling the bills, really feel the burden of the doctors and your pills, call us up today and you know we're gonna say that it's okay to pass away.
What?
It's okay to pass away today. It's okay to pass away.
It's crazy.
It's okay to pass away today. It's okay to pass away.
Hey, Pap.
Hey, friend.
Hey, I can't. Girl, they got that kind of crazy stuff going on in the schoolhouse like that now. They teach the kids it's okay to pass away.
Them people is losing their mind, ain't they?
These folks, they done lost their damn mind. What
They sure have. Let me find out that my grandchildren listen to that. We got a problem.
Ain't that's scary, ain't it? We send our kids to get education. What kind of education do you need?
Yes.
Education they're giving them is not the education I want my kids to have. I'm getting my kids out of school.
I would too. I take them out of
I need to go back a little bit.
Yeah, I sure would too. I take them right up out of that school. We would have a serious problem. How you gonna tell somebody that? And that's what you call some brainwashing.
You ain't seen nothing yet. You wait for the That's what they doing. It's brainwashing. That's all they doing is brainwashing, because we don't know why kids look at school. Because you know why? Some parents don't go to school to see what's going on. They only know what's going on at the schoolhouse.
That's all, dog. They sure don't. They don't be doing no. They send them to school as babysitters.
Yep. And guess what? And the teachers know that they are the babysitters now. They done got hip to that. They know they're the babysitters. They know it. Hold on.
He's an immigrant that was dropped off in New York. His second day here, he got caught robbing a store. Petty theft for like soap, toothbrush, sandals, and stuff like that. But it's still a crime. He got arrested for that and released. A few days later, he do it again. But this time, security tried to stop him, and he pulled out a weapon and tried to shake the police. But wait, there's more. He was at a hotel about a week or two later, and some guy was out there, 52-year-old man. He had a bike tire and beat the man with the bike tire. My point is, what they're saying right now on the internet in the Bronx is that these people are sending their women and their children to your door to ask you for change. And if you start digging around to give them something, these men come out of nowhere and they ambush you and ransack your house, tie you up, and leave you for your neighbors and your friends to find you. And they're saying that they're doing this rampantly out there in the Bronx right now, and they're warning everybody to be aware, be alert. Do not fall for this trick with their women and their children begging for money, because they're saying that these goons are hiding in the back waiting on you to pull something out your pocket. Or when you open your door, they're going to do a home invasion and they're going to get you for everything they can.
You know what? And that's true. Them people came over here and started beating up these people, robbing, killing, stealing. Girl, these people are doing the most, and they right. They send they women and children over here. I mean, girl, look here. I say we got to be careful with our surroundings. Let me tell you, you just don't know. They look like they got good sense, but they ain't got good sense.
And here go the bad part about it. All the information is coming out now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I ain't saying it's the bad part for them because too much information. The information is about to, boy, they about to go crazy with that information, ain't they?
Good. They sure lives. They and a lot of people, not just African American, even the Caucasian people don't even want them over here. But hey, the Caucasian man letting them. The Caucasian man won't open the doors up for them though.
I watched a video that said from a pretty reputable person. You can go look it up. It's an app that the immigrants can go on and sign up on the app, and they can fly over here to certain cities. I also was listening to something I can't remember, but this man said he was talking about what was going on at the airport, and it was a certain room where the army guards and stuff was in there. It was the army in there, and they wouldn't let him in. It was a certain area, and they wouldn't let him in there, and said the man talked crazy. The army man talked crazy to him, and they was one of the gates that they were letting the inmates in or something in Atlanta.
What? Trying to treat us bad and treat them like they go, and they ain't neither nor.
And using our tax dollars, because the app, the government was using it to get the people over here. It was a government-funded app, so they were using the app. They were paying for it to get the people over here. Then you get them over here, and you get all kind of money. Where y'all getting all this money from?
Okay, I need to have my light bill last month. Shit, we been at $300. Yeah, where y'all getting this money from? Yeah, that's what I want to know. Making my
half of your light bill, half of my. I need all of my light bill $1,000.
And they are not. And my thing is they making our bills high to take care of them. They making us take care. We are the one taking care of those people.
Yeah.
They cutting back our school fundings for the kids, our after school programs for the kids. I've been hearing they've been cutting out people food stamps. I've been hearing that they've been evicting people for no reason. I've been hearing, but they ain't been renewing a lot of leases up in California, New York. I've been hearing that they've been raising the rent where the rent's so high where you can't stay there. They making you homeless because they make the rent so high. They making you homeless. They putting you out in the streets because you can't pay that high ass rent. And they make the rent so high because they know that the government gonna give them some money just to let the immigrants come there and stay in their place of living. And they gonna and they want their money and they gonna get it.
Well, my bad. Well, I'm gonna say this. I got it. One of my favorite movies is The Last Boy Scout, and the villain in the movie said, "The American people pissed poor tired of it, and they're changing the channel." And the black folks that's in America damn so tired of it. We done cut the goddamn TV off.
We tired. We fed up. We fed up. We so fed up. We so fed up. Man. Hold on, pal.
Okay, בסדר. Okay, everybody, come on. This shrine contains the rock on which Abraham was going to sacrifice his son. And Muslims believe something too. To find out, hire a Muslim tour guide. That's a barrel of laughs. Anyway, shut your face.
Thanks, that you can stop giving the tour now.
You don't want to do a photo with me? You can hold my gun. I used it in Entebbe. I killed 3 Ugandans.
No thanks.
Before you go in, you fill out comment card.
Okay.
Don't forget the back.
You people are so pushy.
What, Israeli people are pushy? How about you experience a couple of genocides and see how laid back you are? We were purged from Spain. Throw out of there. They allow everybody in Spain, but for us, Jews, no flamenco. Get out. I'm pushy. Please, you stay there, surrounded by your great enemy, Canada. Try Syria for 2 months, then we'll see who's pushy.
I am the Messiah. I want the window seat. Krav Maga! You can't hurt what's already dead. I guess you can.
They already predicted that already for 2025 already up in Gaza. Ain't that something?
Them people got some sick, demented minds.
Yeah. And it's already taking place. They already working on it. It's already been worked on when they started the fight over there in Ukraine, over in Gaza.
You know you gotta be careful what you say on there.
Yeah, it's like we fighting
Yeah.
I know. We start getting cut off. But you know, it's crazy how they predict, they putting it out there like to the Simpsons. Just say if you want to know something and want to get understanding about it and something gonna happen, I guess the Simpsons would be the show to watch.
I don't know. Might just better pay attention to it. That's all I gotta say. You might better pay attention to it. Then again, you gotta look at it with a side eye.
Yeah, and you see, he had one eye down there looking at you.
Yep.
Hold on.
So Americans are fed up with the cost of living in America. And if you think I'm playing, check this out.
Society is a fucking scam. So you wake up early in the morning to go to work to pay for a house that you're never at. And you pay for a car that primarily gets you from and to work, correct? The government takes anywhere from, let's say 30 to 50% of your wages. And then there's things like VAT, which is basically your money getting taxed that was already taxed. You save up your whole life for a pension, which at the end of the day, the government takes 40 to 50% of that. Then in your elder years, you're living off canned soup and fucking bread because that's all you can afford. And then you get your state pension, which you can't get until you're like 180 years old. And even with that, if you die before you get it, you can't even pass it down to your kids. The government takes it. We are all getting scammed so fucking bad. It's almost comical. People don't see this shit. How can you work 40 or 50 hours a week, especially nowadays, to pay for fucking nothing? So figure 200 hours a month, you give your life to a corporation. And then halfway through the month, you're struggling to get to payday. Sounds pretty fucking familiar, doesn't it? We're giving our lives away for nothing. It is a scam.
I think she understand how we feeling then, don't she?
Yeah, and that's part of the reason why they bringing them. That's part of the reason why the border gate wide open, because now they want somebody that ain't gonna talk noise about that little bit of money, and doing that
Did
job,
you
so
did
they
you see
doing
what
that
did you see what
playing that role.
did you see what Biden had those planes dropping all those the food off over there, and the food wasn't hitting the soil. The food was hitting, it was all landing into the water. And they had all the men was going out there to the water to bring back the food that they had dropped out of the water out there.
Okay, why you drop it? Excuse me. Why you drop it in the
You
water
didn't
for
see
them to go out there and get it?
But they dropping how they tried dropping it on land. Like some fell on the land, but some fell in the water. But when they were dropping their food down, you know, the boats down, and people, girl, they were just running for it. I mean, they were just running. But I guess it's like when they show inside of the plane, where they're just pushing it out. I guess they don't have a certain. I guess they have like a certain spot, you know, to push them out. You know what I'm saying? And they were just going everywhere. I mean, those folks just running for their food. I mean, they just running, just running for their food. I said, dang, those people are hungry over there. They need food.
And they showing y'all that because they tell y'all might better get ready for it.
They were dropping that food off out the plane. I'm like, and it had this one little lady there, she was pushing the food, pushing the stuff off, you know, and the white guy, they pushing the stuff off the plane. But I'm like, damn, they have a certain amount of time to drop it off so to be in that certain area, I guess, so they can go out there and get it. But when they pushing all the food off the plane, yeah, it was all laying. Very few was laying on soil, but the rest of it was laying out there in the water.
They knew where they were dropping it out there. They knew what they were doing. If they wanted it to hit on land, they would have had a spot for it to drop right there.
Yeah, and so some of the men had to go out there to the water and retrieve some of the food and retrieve some of the food they had put out in the water and bring it back up to the soil. And I'm like, they couldn't get no closer than that.
They better be glad they got that. If it hadn't been for the people saying they weren't gonna vote for Biden, he wasn't gonna sit in that.
Yeah, and them people said they this man, an older man, he might have been like in his 70s. It looked like he was anyway. It could have been just, I guess the word terms body from being going what he was going through, but he said they were hungry. They needed food. They didn't have no food over there for the kids, no nothing. I'm like, now we gotta now we gotta feed them too.
Okay. My heart goes out to you, but what about the children over here?
Right.
What about the American children?
You're right.
What about the indigenous American children, the Black American children, the Foundation of Black American Children? All of them. What about them? You stirring shit up over there, and then you sprinkling a little sugar on it. There's a whole lot of shit stirred up over here, and you ain't sprinkling no sugar on it.
So like just all just thinking, ain't it? That's how. Yeah, but they the whole idea. But I don't know why we need help too, and that's our money that they taking over there to help them with.
Yeah.
But this all right. It's all gonna come out, and when come out, ain't gonna be pretty. Hold on.
Single mothers, the new government target. Project 2025 doesn't just demonize single mothers, it wants to change policies to punish single moms and perhaps even remove children from single parent households. Don't take my word for it, let me show you. Their top priority is promise number 1, restoring the family as the centerpiece of American life. And they specifically call out unmarried mothers as a reason that the American family is in crisis. 400 pages later, when you get to their section on the Department of Health and Human Services, you see that they want to rewrite what the definition of a family is to be comprised of a married mother and father and their children, saying that currently Health and Human Services is too focused on LGBTQ plus equity and subsidizing single motherhood, and saying that these policies should be repealed and replaced by policies that support the formation of stable married nuclear families. It's not enough to be heterosexual, by the way, because they also call out homes with non-related boyfriends as being one of the most dangerous places for a child. And they don't much like surrogacy either. In the context of emerging reproductive technologies, Health and Human Services should never place the desire of adults over the right of a child to be raised by the biological fathers and mothers who conceived them. Here's a horrifying paragraph. The Secretary of Health and Human Services.
Them fellas lost their dang on mind. What in the hell?
Neely Fuller Jr. said it best. They take both sides. They give you the problem, and then they give you the they create the problem, then they give you the solution to the problem.
Yeah.
So let me say that. Let me say it again. They create the problem, then they give you a solution to the problem. Y'all created a lot of this single parent family, taking the man out the house. We're gonna give you some food stamps and some welfare and some cheap living and all this. And now you want to take my kids away from me because I continue to have it's still single parents out here. Y'all created this. Y'all built this up. Y'all shoved this on us because we did not have this on us. Y'all shoved this on us, and that's exactly what they did. Bait and switch. Now y'all want to come and take my kids away from me because it's in a single parent home. Now y'all want to come and take my kids away from me because it's 2 women, 2 men, and all that. When y'all pushing all this, they need to destroy Health and Human Services, period. Because it's proven, it's on fact, it's record. Entertainment and educational purposes only. On record that they're the biggest human trafficking ring it is in America.
That's right. That's right, man. That's right. That's right. So then they want to take our kids away out the household. Now how they gonna do some? Now if they did it, now where they gonna go? I mean, because it's already known fed. They can't feed us all. We all ain't getting fed because there's so many homeless people in the streets. So what did the kids from it? Sure.
It don't make no sense.
What you gonna do?
That's what I want to know. Where they gonna go? What you gonna do with them? That's like I said. What you gonna do and where they going? For years and years and years we hear about things that go on in foster care. For years and years and years we've been hearing a little story about foster parents. For years and years and years we've been hearing little stories about adopted parents.
That's right.
What goes on in the group home, y'all show that out to us. It's like y'all put this problem out here, and then you sit back and laugh, and then here you come with this ridiculous solution to the problem, because it's ridiculous, when the obvious problem is shut down that Health and Human Services is from the federal level on down. We don't know because y'all done kept all real education away from us. This is the age of information, the information age, and everything's coming out. We don't know the money y'all got on top of our heads. We know that slaves was the first bond on the stock market. So in order, when you learn that, you do a little bit more research. We still on the stock market.
Yep.
We just don't know it.
Yep.
Now we speaking up. Everybody talking. It's so much information around. It's so much information. Y'all social media, y'all internet. Black person invented the internet. Then y'all want to keep it away from the Black America because the Black America move the world. We move the world.
Yep. That's right. We want to make it the Olympics. We good. We good at everything. You know what I'm saying? But they don't think we are, but we are.
And everybody need to understand this too. They can, if they understand this little point right here, they call this Turtle Island. One of the most important fables and things that you may learn in our is a fable is the hare and the tortoise, slow and steady.
Mm-hmm.
And they call it Turtle Island. We done suffered longer than anybody else. We've been oppressed longer than anybody else. They know it. Then they get mad when we talk about it.
Yeah. They
get mad when we talk about it.
They don't want to be proven to be that.
They don't want that. They want to stick to their story, stick to their thing. That we just dumb. We don't know nothing. We just don't know nothing. And we sorry, we lazy, we do it all. We slow and steady. And that turtle in the hare and the tortoise, that tortoise won that race, didn't it?
Yeah, he sure did, didn't he?
Don't make no sense what they doing. That just don't make no sense.
They don't. Hold on.
A live mouse amongst the hamburger buns and feces throughout the packaging. Management did not take action on Thursday. It's a video Wendy's employees felt they needed to share.
And I go back there and surely the mouse is moving around in the big bun.
Even just this week, loose cigarettes were left in the preparation area.
Well, they're just like, yeah, we'll get to it. Yeah, it's not really that big of an issue.
On Sunday, another employee posted this video, saying it follows a rat found earlier in the month.
The next time I found an actual live mouse in there crawling around eating all the burger buns, and she told me, just take a new rack and then get the buns underneath. And
That's funny to me.
Oh, hell no, pal. Oh,
that's funny to me.
No.
That's funny to me. She told me just get a new rack. Now, you see who they were interviewing. Why they didn't interview the manager?
Manager who told her to go get a new rack.
Yeah. Why they didn't interview the manager? You seen who they were interviewing. Y'all up in here working. Y'all see this nasty and y'all up in here working. Y'all up in here working and y'all see this nasty. Y'all gonna report it.
You know, they made me think.
I wouldn't be up in there working. I wouldn't be up in there working.
I don't think I want no window, but when did she work at? In what city and state now?
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I don't eat that. Oh no, you can't pay me to go to fast food restaurants. Especially if you drive up to the window and and the odor come out the window don't smell right. Yeah. If you drive up to the place that's nasty on the inside, it's nasty on the outside.
And I just imagine what the lobby, what the main lobby looked like.
Yeah, you know I can just imagine.
Nasty. Hold on.
Do y'all know what happens every time the government loses control of the people? The first thing that they do is try to make us dependent on them. Why? Because they were hired to give us services. The first thing that they do is inflate the price of everything so that nobody can afford anything. And then huge corporations start laying off people in enormous amounts. And now you do not have the means to survive. And so what are you going to do? They're probably going to offer some type of program to try to help people after they have caused the fucking problem. And all of this is happening right now. And I don't think anybody is paying attention. The reason why they're making these cop cities is because one day you are going to be paying attention. And they want to be prepared to militarize the police force against us. And they've already proven that they're not above it. Look at what's happening in Palestine. Look at what's happening in Congo. If you think for one fucking second that we are exempt from that, y'all are loony. And I hate to sound like a broken fucking record, but black people have been saying this for a long time because people love to act like what's been happening to black people happened 400 years ago. Baby, they dropped a bomb on black people in the 80s in Philadelphia on a residential neighborhood because they thought that was the best course of action, killing children. Just like what's happening in Palestine and Congo. So if you think that for 1 second they're not going to do that shit to us, y'all are crazy because the system is fucking...
Come on, Carol. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to hear what you got to say about that thing.
She ain't lying. She ain't lying. That's why you gotta be. That's why you need to be careful because she ain't lying. That's exactly what they do. That's exactly what they do. They create the problem. They create the problem. They created the problem. They created that problem. They start the welfare system for the porcelain people. How do we control these other ones over here? Oh, we offer them government programs. We'll offer them some little money and they can have housing and get food stamps and a little bit of money here, as long as they abide by this rule, that rule, that rule. And the number one rule is no man in the house.
Right. Because you know why? It bring you back again to that movie called Claudine. Everything bring you right back to Claudine, don't it? Right,
yeah, look how
it Claudine. The movie Claudine. Hey, TT. It bring you right back to the movie Claudine, where you don't want no man in the house, and but like you said, they want the man in the house, and now they try to take the kids out the house. So you know, they get they try really just breaking our family up. They just breaking us up, our men and women and children. They breaking everybody up. Making everybody.
And wait a minute, check this out. Check how they really trying to take your kids away from you. They trying to tell you not to have none. Roe versus Wade, it was overturned. You can't have an abortion. You can't have an abortion. They tell you kill the baby before it get in. You ain't got to worry about us taking it.
Yeah. Hold on.
Kenethia Miller, 27-year-old unmarried mother of 3, gets food stamps and free housing and just qualified for another program in D.C. Strong Families, Stronger Futures is the program. And Kenethia got nearly 11 grand lump sum to provide for her young children and then blew most of it balling out in Miami. She took her family on a $6,000 vacay, buying all of them new clothes for each day of the trip where they ate steak every night. She bragged that she used more of the money on a mommy makeover so she wouldn't look like a, quote, working mom, which, to be fair, she isn't. She's justifying the spending spree, saying she taught her kids that if they worked hard, they can live large. She even talked to the Washington Post, quote, I wanted to blow it. I wanted to have fun. And it might just seem like it's just $11,000. But these programs are everywhere. D.C. gave this grant to almost 150 people. 1.5 million gone.
Damn. And we can't get nothing like that in Texas. Ain't some crap.
I ain't gonna say what she did was right or wrong, but it's a pros and cons to everything. Taking a vacation, spending money, she could have invested money, did something a little bit more wise, but taking her kids on vacation, she in D.C., the rat race in Washington, D.C., she want to take them somewhere, show them something they ain't never seen, give them a vacation, buy some clothes, new outfits for a whole week vacation, something they probably ain't never had. Oh, well.
But they single her out, black mother, they single that one black mother out. Now we can go to other people and see how they spend their money and see how we'll condemn them about how they spend their money that's been given to them.
And then
they just basically singing that one lady out.
You gotta look at it too. She said blow it. It might been this, that you gotta look at. it might, in some people's eyes, she might have blowed it, but you still bought your kids some clothes. You still bought your kids some shoes. You still fed your kids if y'all was eating steak. So you didn't necessarily just, it was just the way you kind of blow the money in people in society eyes, but your kids still ate. They still got new clothes. They had some fun.
Some people don't never. Some people haven't never even left their city before.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
A lot of people ain't left their city. I'm like, oh, you been doing Dallas all these years. You ain't went nowhere. You ain't went outside Dallas, Texas. Oh hell no! Get your ass on my table. Y'all like, oh hell no! Ain't nowhere in the world. I'll stay somewhere and can't travel. Can't go nowhere. Ain't never seen any part of the world that you want to get out and just see something totally different. You know what I'm saying? And that's how in society and how they just control us with just very little money. But we can't go no more. We have to be stuck in this one little town, this one little state. We can't branch out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a lot of people want to branch out, but they can't branch out. They ain't got the means to branch out, you know?
Yeah. And that might be the reason why she took her kids on a vacation. She, like I said, they said it was for her to help her out with her situation. So I'm going right back to the little stuff. She fed her kids. You said they was eating steak. She bought them some clothes. You said each one of them a new outfit for every day. So now you mad. That was what I would have expected her to do. To go buy your kids some clothes. Yeah, I want to hear. Well, I can buy my kids some clothes so they can have some clothes, some decent stuff to wear to school. No, she bought her kids some shoes and clothes so they can have a little fun. Because it probably be something they had never really had. You don't want to see your kids moping around living life as kids, going to school every day, worrying about gunshots in the street, seeing all the stuff on the TV. You want them to be kids. So you gotta look at it from a different point of view.
But she had just talking shit,
because he was just talking shit. Because look who was talking shit, and that sums up the whole thing.
$11,000, but they put the funds out there in DC, 1.5 million, and it wasn't just her. It was plenty of, but they only got her to go on camera and talk. Hell no, I ain't saying nothing.
And I'm glad she kept it. You ain't going to interviewing them. You ain't going to interviewing them. They gave her $11,000. Okay, that's how we're gonna find. She might have could have paid her rent for a couple of months or whatever. She might have could have did that. But y'all already paying my rent. Why I'm gonna take the money and give it back to y'all?
Because that's the cycle they got. That's the cycle they got us in. We work. And we get paid our money.
That's what I'm saying.
But the Caucasian lady just said we work for this and this and this and that. We do this and we can't stand our own place. We ain't even really living good. I mean, I understood what she said. She said that.
Yeah, and see, they interviewed the wrong one because they missing the whole point. Y'all interview some of them people that's coming in through that gate that's open down there in the South. And everywhere else, because all the borders in America is open. They coming through everywhere. They just want you to focus on the side. Because there's so many of them coming through the way.
She said, salute, Cassandra.
Hey, TT.
Okay, let me get on to the next, but I got to play this right here, though. Hold on.
Get your funky ass in this motherfucking bath, bitch. Mommy, I can't get in. Girl, shut your funky ass up. You already the fuck out, so bitch, shut up.
Yeah, girl. Yeah. That was for you. Hold on.
Hey, y'all, come look at this. When God make a preacher, God don't make a preacher for you to pay him. Who paid Jesus?
Right. But do you agree that the ministers should have some kind of salary? They should be compensated.
Let them get a job and go to work. The Bible said if you don't work, you don't eat. What the preachers have done, they have took the pulpit and made it business. That's why you see them. You see Benny Hinn, these international fellas, the $10,000 prayer line, the $50,000 prayer line. It isn't practically every preacher before he go off the television.
So that's not a job then?
No.
I mean, I need to know this.
No. When God make a preacher, God don't make a preacher for you to pay him. Who paid Jesus? It ain't a preacher walking this earth that's bigger than Jesus. There's not a preacher on this earth that's better than Jesus. He didn't get paid a salary. So why do these preachers have to get paid a salary? God will bless you based upon the amount of money you give. Well, if God only going to do something for me based upon my money, what about if I don't have no money?
Right.
And Jesus taught us, the poor you have with you always. So I don't want a God who only can do something for me when I got money. Because if I need money and don't have it, then I need to seek God for it.
So what? James, when is buy them free lunch? I get one. Get one, dude.
So why we in church house at the $50,000? I know they had $50,000 for prayer line. Did you?
I ain't know nothing about that either. I guess because I ain't got no $50,000 put in, I ain't getting in that prayer line.
If I did have it, I still wouldn't give it to no doggone preacher. Like
I
that man
know
said, go to work.
That's what the Bible said. You don't work, you don't eat.
Like he said, the Bible don't say nothing about give the preacher all your money. And then where we from, they ask for the W-2 form, how much you make. What the hell no.
Not in this camp. Not in this camp.
Have you heard about that though?
I heard about it. You ain't get my W-2 form, not for me to join no church, cause I don't want nobody to get the wrong idea, cause I believe in God. But that's a red flag. That should be a red flag. It's just so many people just so blinded. They're just so blind instead of, let me pull off these glasses. Let me see if I can see something without these glasses. Cause these glasses look a little rose colored.
So no, I'm not gonna go to no church. A $50 prayer line, $10,000 prayer line. I'm not that. No, I'm not. No, and you still ain't got no damn doorknob on the church yet. Oh, well, girl.
I'm gonna give you $10,000 to get in this prayer line for you to pray for me to get some to get this money to make sure my house, my car note, my house note, and all this paid. I'm gonna give you this $10,000 so you can pray for me for that. When I can take that $10,000 and make sure my car note and my house note paid.
That's right. But when you give me all your money to them, they shine like a brand new penny, and you shine like you've been thrown around a couple of times, down through the drain, and the neighborhood all tore all up, and the church ain't got no new stuff done to it, but you ride around this Rolls Royce, you in the later church, they all looking all nice and clean, but your members ain't looking like you looking. The community ain't looking like you looking. The church sure ain't looking like you looking.
No, because they too busy looking like they looking. To worry about how you looking. And sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes that's a bad thing, because if I'm your church or your congregation, I should be a reflection of you.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Hold on.
So in China, for example, if a traffic camera catches you jaywalking in China, the digital ID system has you. It has your blood now. It has your genetic code. It has your photograph. It can identify how you walk. So even if you can't see a face, you can be picked up by gait. It will convict you of jaywalking and take money out of your bank account with no intermediating judiciary at all, and show a picture of you to the people in the neighborhood so they know that you have jaywalked, and reduce your social credit score. And if your social credit score falls below a certain level, then you can't buy drinks from a vending machine. You can't play video games. You can't go on a train. You can't get out of your 15-minute city. All that's already in place in China.
Oh, hell no, China. Y'all doing too much. Like what?
Yep, they've been trying to do that. They've been doing it. China been doing that for about 2 years, 3 years now. 2 years, I know. That's the same sign. Mm-hmm. About a year, maybe 2.
God, dog. I be wondering, like, when they show China, they streets be so clean and the people know how to walk, and no arguing, no bombs, no thugs, ain't none of that shit hanging around out there in China. It's a part they don't put on TV or they don't show up, but I think China, man, say, But I don't want to be charged for. You can't go nowhere. You missed the credit score and all that. This credit score too? Oh, they're too serious.
And your public credit score and all this kind of stuff. Either way to trap you, put you in jail, lock you up. I believe it's for them to do some stuff like that. In my opinion, this day and age in the United States, it'll be a fight. It'll be for real, cause this is supposed to be the land of the free.
Yeah. Can you just imagine?
That's why I have freedom of speech. I don't have that. It's all an illusion.
I just think over in China that they more organized than what we are over here. They got their shit together over there. I mean, who would think of something like that?
I agree with you on that because I like the way I like the way they educate their children. And some of them are forced into things that they want to do, but some of them have more of a choice and they go by what the kids are more interested in because they give them a little bit more leeway.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Because when I wasn't talking like that, wearing a bow tie, y'all wasn't paying me no attention. And I was going to the Supreme Court, changing laws and legislations in this country. I was working with over 50 U.S. congressional members, from Ted Cruz to Mark Rubio, Senator John Cornyn. I was on the front page of the American Bar Association Journal. I had done a study with News 21, Walter Cronkite School of Journalism. Y'all wasn't paying attention then. So, nigga, I gave y'all what y'all want. A ignorant motherfucking nigga that talk like them rappers. Now y'all listening. Now y'all paying attention, huh? I got y'all attention. Checkmate. Now let me tell y'all what y'all need to hear. We fucked up as a race of people since y'all so caught up into my delivery. 5% of children now are catching HIV from ages 13 to 21. What y'all worried about? 85% of the new chlamydia, all the new cases of teenagers. What y'all so caught up about? Nigga, only 35% of most kids in inner cities can read on or above their grade level. What the fuck are y'all talking about? These kids can't read.
You better come on, boy. You better come on and say it. And see, I wasn't really just paying Charleston White no attention a while back when he was doing all that, but on that line, I started paying some attention. We were going to the courthouse, raising all that hell, and like I said, wearing his bow tie. And he right. Nobody wasn't paying him no attention. They thought he was crazy as hell.
Yeah, you gotta pick and choose when Charleston White talk. Cause when he playing the nigga, you gotta be careful. He talk too much when he playing the nigga.
Yeah. Like he said, we try to do the right way when nobody listening to him.
Yeah, I already know that. That's how we program. Why are you so shocked about it? You can't do it. You can't do it the right way because you suspect. That's why everybody think you suspect. Because look at the names you named off. And the average black person, I ain't gonna say the average black person, but if you know anything, the ones you called out was in Texas, so we know where you at. And them is some good old boys from Texas. And the only time you fool with them is you either doing business with them, because they'll do business with you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They like that money. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll do business with you. or you working for them? One of the two.
Yep. Hold on.
This story just might break the internet. There has been tons of speculation about Jay-Z's secret kids across the country. Well, today, a new one has surfaced that looks more like Jay-Z than any of the others. A viral video recently surfaced of Jay-Z's alleged other secret son.
It's that boy young thing, yes, I did it all the way. Any people be talking, oh, you know I don't play.
Welcome to On Point Stories. Share this video across your social media and your favorite reaction channels. It's time for the algorithm to stop playing.
I cannot be gotten, that's a given. They like Pablo.
What you think? He look like Jay-Z, but I don't know. But you know, them rappers have a lot of kids out there. They being screwed here, screwed there, all over there, and they being forgot about who they are messing around with. And the girls been had babies, and they be like, "That ain't that my baby." And
yeah, because they all on them drugs and don't want nobody to know they all on them drugs. You all mixed up. If you wasn't on drugs, you wouldn't have got caught up in the game with them people that you playing games with.
But he look just like he look just like that ZJ man, don't he?
Yeah, he do. As far as he look like he's something wrong with him. That's the reason why he probably wasn't claiming.
Just like Pop Smoke. He was that nigga was $50 man. That was his son, and it didn't come out till later on down the line. That was his son.
And now y'all want to go snatch the kids up. Y'all want to go snatch the kids up because the daddies have sometimes don't know they got the baby. Some of them know they been there, but they don't know they got the baby. And the mamas sometimes, like, the mamas ain't going to say nothing or they paid not to say nothing. And then you going to go snatch the kids up. In an environment you done created. In an environment you done created.
Now, what sense do that make?
None.
It don't make no sense.
None whatsoever. Not none at all.
You know, those rappers, you know, like I said, they be here and there, and you know, the men, you know, they don't know they having a good time. They ain't trying to make no kid. You must want to get your baby. That's on you. That's your baby. You know.
Yeah, you got some feel like that too.
Yep. Hold on. Yeah. Give money to everybody else. Then they put some money to my account, and that account, to teacher account, to all our accounts.
Look what's happening to our food.
Oh hell no! They fatting the chicken up like that. Now we'll talk about that in 3 minutes. Now what you gonna say? Now what you gonna say at first, pal?
I told you they be doing that shit. You can see it where they stick that chicken. All you gotta do is look for that little purple mark.
And I seen where they had some apples, And these apples was not red. Do you know them people sit there and paint those apples red as hell?
Yeah, ain't no telling what the fuck they think.
They doing? I ain't eat no real damn apple off the tree.
Ain't no seeds in
it. Look. And they be saying that how the cabbage is, how a lot of food like cabbage and fruits and stuff is rubber, is plastic, and I believe it. I mean,
I believe it.
Say, look, and then
I tell you, I be scared to go to the grocery store and buy anything. I be scared to go to the grocery store. I promise you.
I'm scared. But you know, it brings me back to wonder when our parents was growing up and our great grandparents was growing up. You know, they weren't eating food like that. And I'm thinking that as they got older, they started getting all these different health problems and stuff. And so I'm like, it's gonna repeat the same cycle as if when they was growing up, they were eating certain food. Like now, the food they were eating then that we get now, they say it's not good for you. This and that, but they made it out for. But then back then, they lived to be 101, 102, 103.
No.
Their lifespan was long.
The difference, cause it is the difference. You gotta look at it. The difference is they was raising and growing their own food. It go back to you gotta get rest of your garden with the city, and you can't have no community garden. And I saw the video the other day. The woman was showing the city was out there destroying the whole little community garden. That's destroying all the vegetables and everything they had in there.
Yes.
They want you completely dependent upon them. That's the big picture. They want you completely dependent upon them. Just like that woman said, they making everything high. They don't want to pay. You can't afford to live nowhere. They want you completely dependent upon them so they can control you. So they can, if you completely dependent upon them for everything, they can feed you anything.
Feed you anything. Yep. And that's what they're doing now, trying to feed us anything. They can lay out grown meat. I always think we're not paying attention to it, but we're paying attention because we go to the store and have that meat just falling apart. You waste your damn money on that meat that's falling apart. I mean, how you gonna flour a chicken up, put flour on chicken, it's all falling apart once you start washing the meat. Of course you're gonna wash your meat. I don't eat I wash all my meat.
And all of them that come through there, it's gonna be a lot. I ain't gonna say I might not be a victim of some of it. Cause you just don't know. But and they don't care. Them the ones they counting on to fall for it. That goes with everything. If you completely dependent on me for your education, I can teach you anything.
That's right. That's right. We already seen that during slavery time, how they could teach us anything.
Slavery time, that's still going on. The education system is still going on. It's what they want to teach you. Look at that's why they fighting about the books by taking the Black history, and it's all coming full circle. But a lot of it is distraction. But it's all coming full circle. It has to come to a head. It's just that's law of nature. 360 degrees. It has to come, and that's what it is. If I can get you completely dependent upon me for your every daily need, your life, your water, everything. That's the reason why people blindly pay bills every 30 days.
Yep. You
completely use your light bill, your water bill blindly. Then I can control you. I can control every aspect of your life, and that's exactly what they do.
Yeah, and that's what they do, and they do a good job of it. Never cause, and they see that people, young people ain't growing no gardens, and young people ain't out there mowing and hoeing and and stuff, and putting seeds and stuff. Young people ain't doing that. You know, they probably doing it now because they waking up now, but they you know they wasn't doing that. You know, like you said, just how our grandparents and parents lived. They lived off part of the land by growing their own peas and carrots and cabbage and all that stuff. And yeah, they did that. And then they tell me that corn. We're not even supposed to be eating corn at all. Corn is one thing that we're not supposed to be eating.
No, we not. Because we can't digest it.
Can't digest. That's right. Can't digest it.
We ain't supposed to have milk either. We ain't supposed to drink milk either.
Yeah. You ain't supposed to eat fish. You supposed to eat certain fish, or you ain't supposed to be eating crabs and lobster. We ain't supposed to be eating that. And shrimp. We are not supposed to be eating none of. According to the Bible, we are not supposed to be eating none of those seafood at all.
Nope.
According to the Bible, that's what I read.
But
Hold on.
But as far as planting gardens and raising livestock to survive, they kids doing it. They participate in ag every year.
Girl, I used to love agriculture, baby. Baby, I like me some agriculture with them good old country Caucasian people with them cowboy boots and they had on and they because of jacket and stuff. Do they still have agriculture right now in school? Is that still a thing in school?
No, it depends on what school you go to.
Well, I know it's still one down in the country where we from. It's still one down there. They still have it down there. And woodwork. You know, I was in woodwork when I was in school. I had woodwork and I had all that stuff over at the across the state line over there. I sure did.
I had woodworking when I was in school too. I had woodworking, doing the leather, making the leather bracelets. I took welding.
Oh no, girl.
Yep.
And I mean, I had homemade. Girl, I made pillows and we cooked.
I had all that. They offer that. They don't offer that. They don't offer that because they don't offer that. They don't take their time to teach that. That is considered a trade. It's very few trade schools because trade, that means you can trade your skill for whatever you want to trade it for. Money, any whatever is your skill. They're not teaching that. They're not teaching that.
Yeah.
They're not teaching these little. Not only that. With the trades and all that, we take them trades and we build our own. Just like learning how to make clothes and purses and shoes and stuff.
Yeah.
I meant to see that video where the little kids, the little orphans, the little black orphans in San Diego, in the 18, whatever, I can't remember the date, but it was in the 1800s. They were orphans. They was teaching them how to make furniture. They was teaching them how to make shoes. Why they ain't being taught to our kids? Why them videos ain't plastered in their face? You put all that bullshit videos in their face with this person killing that person and this one over here with her and that one over there with him and all this kind of instead of putting a skilled trade in front of them. Is that right? Uh-oh, my microphone.
My bad, John. I don't know what happened. I got knocked off. Thank you, TT. Where you at, concerning girl? We got knocked off the line, girl. Oh no, this internet say. I'm telling y'all, the spy balloons. Those spy balloons did a number on our internet service. Fax machines. Those spy balloons did a lot. They did a lot. The spy balloons messed a lot of stuff up, y'all. It really did. My bad. Let me get back started. I don't know what Pap at. Let me see here.
Sit up.
Dude,
Sit up. Sit up. I'm having you sit up.
I can't get up.
This morning, this emergency room doctor banned from working in this Northern California hospital after she was caught on camera mocking and cursing at one of her patients.
I knew from when she said something to the security guard, I already knew from that point. I said, hey, Dad, can you please take out your phone? I need you to take out your phone now because I have a feeling something's going to happen.
If I could get up off this chair, I really would. But
Yeah, you really should, because this is ridiculous.
I can't, and you're not going to keep tugging.
Samuel Bardwell says he was rushed by ambulance to El Camino Hospital after collapsing during basketball practice Monday. After waiting more than 3 hours to be seen.
I'm sorry, sir, you were the least sick of all the people who are here who are dying.
He says he told the doctor he was numb, in extreme pain, and having trouble breathing.
I just tried to inhale, and I even told her I could not inhale.
He can't inhale. Wow, he must be dead. Are you dead, sir? I don't understand. You are breathing just fine.
This is not...
Bardwell tells ABC from there the tension with Dr. Beth Keegstra escalated unprovoked.
No, you have changed your story every time.
Whoa.
The hospital CEO saying in a statement that the physician's demeanor was unprofessional and not the standard we require of all who provide care through El Camino Hospital. We've expressed our sincere apologies and are working directly with the patient on this matter.
In my mind, I don't think she should be practicing medicine at all, because if it's not a race thing and she treats everybody that way, then that's a problem.
And the CEO of the hospital group went on to say the doctor will never be allowed to work at any branches of the hospital group again. We have not been able to reach the doctor for comment. Meanwhile, Bardwell says he plans to file a lawsuit.
Well, she felt like that. That let me know that she will harm him. She don't even need to be a doctor. So I just imagine how many people she treat like that. Of an African-American women and men. And they got her in an emergency room. But one thing, for certain, two things for sure, I'm glad that they had their cell phone. I'm glad that young man told his dad to pull out the cell phone, start recording. Start recording. That lady know she was out of line. She knows she was out of line. How you gonna tell somebody that you're just fine? That man telling you what's wrong with him. How you gonna tell somebody what's wrong with them and how they feeling the inside and what pain they're enduring, and you on the outside, baby? But guess what? They did the right thing. She lost her job at the hospital, but I wonder, can she go to any other hospitals outside this city and state? You know, would it be on her record? Or did it just got rid of her and would put nothing on her record? You know, they will let you go and don't put nothing on your record. And you can go on, continue to do something like that in another state and city. Just like they do the police officers. Some of them do wrong or whatever. And then him and the chief, they all buddy. And he need to resign. He got into some trouble. Of course, they're going to just go ahead and let them resign. If they resign, they mean that they can go somewhere else and work in the same profession that they had got resigned in and really got fired, really. But they don't put it like that. They put it where they can go back and get them another job doing the same thing they do before, but in another city and state. They should make it where they can't go nowhere and get the same kind of job in another city and state. But they don't do that. They let them just go on by what? Letting them resign. get their 401k plan, or the retirement money, or their pension or whatever, and let them just go on with what they've been doing, and they let you know right there what they don't care about nobody else's well-being but their own, because they send that crook or the abuser or the iller out to go to another city state and do what they're doing in the same state in another state, what they're doing in your state. So you just really giving the okay as well. I'm just gonna go ahead and just pat you on the hand and send you somewhere else. You can go somewhere else and do the same job, or want nobody to know it won't be on your record. Just that you resign. We let you resign. Resign? Why? Why resign? What's going on? They gonna tell their part.
Aww. Hi, baby. Are you a boy or a girl?
Funny you should ask, Sid. One of the first things they check when a new baby is born is what kind of body parts they have. They do that to determine a baby's sex. Most of the time, it's easy to determine, and sometimes it's more complicated.
This one has a penis. It's a boy. This one has a vulva. It's a girl. Congratulations.
Whoa. Let's hit the brakes, people. The way your body looks on the outside is only part of the story.
What?
Stay with me, gang. This is important. Hi, little one. Your sex refers to your physical body parts, remember? But there is also something called gender, which is how you feel inside your body and who you know yourself to be. And your gender, how you feel on the inside, doesn't always match the sex you were called when you were born.
Okay.
Let's say you were born with a penis and you feel like a boy inside. In that case, your sex and your gender match.
Well, what if you were born with a penis and you know you're a girl inside, not a boy?
Then your sex and your gender don't match.
Wait, what does know you're a girl inside mean anyway? Does that mean you have to love pink things and princesses?
Nope. Sometimes people refer to things as girl things and boy things, but this is just how people sometimes classify things, usually to make it easier to sell stuff to kids and their parents. Clothes, toys, and games are for everyone. You don't have to be a boy or a girl to like a certain thing. Sid, has anyone ever told you that you shouldn't play with something or wear something because you're a boy?
Well, yes.
The body parts you were born with don't always dictate who you are, how you feel, or what you like to play with.
Ah, that's such a relief.
Gender, how you feel and who you know yourself to be, tells you who you are, and there are a whole bunch of possibilities. Figuring out what feels right for you is just part of growing up. Bye, little cutie. You might want to change that diaper sooner than later.
So, if I got a boy and he feel like he all girly inside, he can just say that he a girl. So if I had a girl say she feel all boyish inside, she can identify herself as a boy. So what they're saying, it don't matter if you got a wee and you're a boy and you got a split, you're a girl, and you can be either, they trust you can be either or. You can be neutral, is what they're saying. But how in the world I want to give my boy a doll, a girl doll, and how you gonna be giving your daughter footballs and baseballs and, you know what I'm saying, baseball bats and, you know, high top tennis shoes and I mean, that's crazy. Do y'all see what they're teaching our kids in school and how they try to make them, I guess they're trying to make them feel like you can be neutral. You don't have to be like this or like that. You can be how you want to be. But of course you can be how you want to be. You can be the person that you feel like you are inside, but when you think if you had something hanging low, that you want to be a boy, you know what I'm saying? But each to his own, but how they just said it, it's like your kid can be neutral. You see what I'm saying? And ain't nothing wrong with we have, with the girl, tomboyish girl. I was a tomboy when I was a little girl. I climbed trees, I played baseball, played football, I ran track, ride 3-wheels. Look here, say, mud ride. We did the works. You see what I'm saying? I did all that. Look, say, I say all that. I went into no hopscotch. What the hell? And some jump rope. I ain't doing no jumping no rope. You know, I'm going down here playing some baseball down here with the boys down here. I'm gonna get my bat. I'm going on the hood down here. I'm gonna play baseball. I didn't fool too much Barbie doll and stuff like that. I had like one friend. She was a Caucasian girl. Her name was Carla. I used to love Mr. Carla. They had a fig tree in their backyard. They was nice people. They treated me nice, and she had the Barbie doll, the Ken, the Barbie. She had the van. She had the clothes. I mean, she had the car. I mean, she had the works. So yeah, I played with Barbie and Ken back then. But other than that, I didn't play with no Barbie dolls. I didn't have time for no comb, no hair, no baby doll. Back then we had babies that crawled back then, and babies who with their diapers back then. I didn't want no doll like that. You know what I'm saying? I went into dolls. That's one thing I a doll person.
Like everything that becomes popular, we make it popular. But when you draw the line all the way back to, well, who owns this? Like Tubi is a black culture phenomenon. Who owns Tubi?
Tubi is an American over-the-top content platform, ad-supported streaming service owned by Fox Corporation.
Rupert Murdoch.
Oh, wow. Fox owns terrible programming?
Yeah, but we blowing it up, yeah. Here's the point, though. When it's time to legislate for affirmative action on women's reproductive rights, Fox is lobbying against you.
Mm-hmm.
So you on Tubi blowing up a company that takes that money and then hands it to Congress and say, now don't give these black people jobs.
And let me tell you something. I believe him. If you go to Tubi, now I like some Tubi. Tubi got some good hot movies right now going. I can give y'all some names, some good movies. Look at him. Woo! I mean some good movies. But Tubi is full of African American movies, and there are gangster movies. You got you got a bunch of stealing, a bunch of movies, a bunch of shooting. You got a bunch of drugs in movies. You got a bunch of HOEs in movies. I mean, our movies that we play as black people on Tubi, on the films in Tubi, they're all gangster hood, and you know what I'm saying, and unaliving people and stealing and being corrupted. Now, when you go over and see those porcelain people, as my friends say, they don't have shows like that. We have shows like that. And Fox do not advocate or put awareness out for women, for African American women. But we are the ones that's blowing Tubi up. We are the ones who made Tubi what they are. Because I remember when Tubi first came out, it was not no good movies on there. They were and they put more lighting onto the movies. Back then, some of the movies was like real dark movies. Y'all remember that? I remember that. I really singing that song, singing. Y'all know about no singing. Yes, indeed. But anyway, I'm gonna get finished right quick. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all check out some of the new movies on Tubi. They got some good movies on Tubi. And this is for my friend right here.
You got me messed up. Well, sit your ass down. That ain't your stuff. So shut that mess up before I bust that ass right now.
Yeah, all that.
You aware that this new version of the bill from the Senate removes the writings of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.? Yes. Are you aware that this new version of the bill from the Senate removes the history of Native Americans?
The way the bill is laid out,
that's a yes or no question.
Because we were very clear that we could not be
new version of the
conclusive
bill
about every single document out there that we
Native
could.
Americans?
I'm going to give you an answer. You're not. This isn't a trial. I'm going to give you an answer.
Okay, I'm ready for the answer.
The way it's set out is so that a teacher can go to different documents in different authors by which to teach from. It's by no means meant to be a conclusive list.
Let me just ask you one more time. Are you aware that this new version of the bill from the Senate removes the history of Native Americans? It's on page 3 of the side-by-side if you don't have it in front of you.
Then I believe you.
Okay. Are you aware that this new version of the bill removes mentions of Cesar Chavez?
Yes.
Are you aware that this new version of the bill removes mentions of Susan B. Anthony?
Yes, I am.
Yet the new version of the bill from the Senate, this is not the bill we all passed as a House, but the Senate's version, it still includes the writings of Alexis de Tocqueville, and he's not even an American. Could that be because he's a white man?
Okay, now make you think, huh? Trying to get it out. They're trying to get rid of all of our history. You know, and what get me is that man was like, he knew what the young man was getting to and what he was saying, but he tried to bypass what he was saying. But that young man went back and stated it again because he understood the assignment, because he understood that that man was trying to bypass the question from what he said. They're trying to get rid of the Martin Luther King, Susan B. Anthony, Cesar Chavez, and replace them with another man, which is a Caucasian man, to rewrite history. See, that's why we always say that it's important to teach your kids your own Black history in your own household. You see what I'm saying? If you got to start from page 1, you know what I'm saying, and get them where they can understand and know what you're talking about. Because in school, you already know, and we already see that they're trying to get rid of all the Black history books. They're trying to rewrite history. They're trying to do all that. And if we don't speak up about it, they will do that. Just like the crown law for the people with different hairstyles. You know, I understand that some hairstyles can be too much, but when your hair is not on your shoulder, your hair is put up above your neck, when your hair is neat, and you still being kicked around where you cannot go to school, you still put in on school, you still put in suspension school or whatever you want to call it, where he can't go back to the same school because they hold him in this other place where he's in a class by himself because he won't change his hairstyle. So people don't go by beliefs anymore, about what they believe, what they grew up with the beliefs of their family beliefs, their history of the belief in their histories, you know. And I remember that, you know, when Candace Matthew first went to school, to the young man's school, and the Caucasian guy had his hair down long, and they didn't say too much about him. But the man did say, well, you don't know what kind of religion he got. Okay, same thing for this African-American man. You know what religion he got either. But he'd be cutting his hair off. Everybody don't cut their hair off. You know, it's a lot of people, when they young boys, be little babies, they be a long time for them to cut their kids' hair. They start plaiting their hair. They start plaiting the boys' hair, or start braiding their hair and greasing their skin, letting their hair grow. Sometimes kids don't have hair. They have, you know, missing spots in the head where they're laid on, and you know what I'm saying? If you got kids, you see what I'm saying? You take care of your kids, you understand what I'm talking about. That part. But we got to be more focused on our kids, our finances, what we eat in our household, and what we bring into our household. We got to keep an eye on all that. Because believe me, if we're not keeping an eye on it, somebody else is keeping an eye on all that. And we want our kids to get the best education, be the best with what they do when we send them out the door. When we send our kids out the door to go to school, we want our kids to have the greatest education that they can have. But it's also up to you to get out there to PTA meetings, going to see what's going on in the classroom, going to lunch and see what's going on at lunch. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on if you don't go to the school and see what's going on with your kid. You got to understand what's going on with your kid to understand what the problem is. You see what I'm saying? Because you do have teachers that lie on their kids. Yeah, TT. You got teachers that lie on their kids. And first thing we do is we believe what the teacher say. Your teacher says such and such and such. You know, teachers have vendettas on kids. Teachers don't like certain kids, or, you know, they give more attention to another kid that they think they more to succeed in the future. They give them more attention in class. You know, they'll give them more, help them more. You know what I'm saying? Show them a different way, a different route. You see what I'm saying? A better route than what they show. They do that. You have teachers that pick out certain ones that they want to fool with, certain ones that they want to teach things to, because they feel like, I can't teach you nothing because look how he acting, look what he wearing. No, every kid deserves to learn and deserves to get an education when they come to school. That's why they go out the house and come to school to get an education. And I do understand some teachers feel like they are the babysitters, which is true. Because you got those parents who don't check on their kids. You got those parents who don't make sure they got the right tools, they got the right materials when they go to the class, when they pencil, their books, their paper. You see what I'm saying? Make sure they got everything they need to go to school into the classroom and take care of their business in their class. But soon as a teacher feel like you're not trying to learn, and they try to talk to their student and try to going back and forth, and the kid being smart, that teacher is no longer interested in teaching you anything in their class, because she already figured that what? You ain't there to learn. You are there to clown and be a class clown. And when they feel like that, they don't want to teach you nothing. They ain't even trying to help you. You can raise your hand all day long in class. They're going to look, oh, you know why? They already figured you out. I already put you in a class yourself. You don't want to learn. And they already understand your mama ain't teaching you nothing at home. You know, where your mom at? Where your dad at? You know, what you doing at your house? You get some education, you learning anything? And when they figure out that they ain't learning nothing at home, they already figure out, hey, I'm the babysitter. I'm the doggone babysitter. You know, a lot of the kids school to what pants they have on, shoes, how their hair look. You see what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm gonna hold my thought on that. Hold on. You parents know the kids looking like you go out when they go to school. Wake up and dress your kids properly. Dress your kids. Pull their pants up on their butt. That's why it's called a belt. B-E-L-T. Stop sending your kids with material that they have supposed to have. Stop sending your kids looking slouchy, pants hanging out. Make your kids pull their pants up on their butt. Pull them pants up. They used to have a law like that. But I don't know. I guess they got rid of the law. They don't talk about it no more. I used to see billboards about the pants being pulled down. I don't see any of those anymore. Those ain't posted up anywhere anymore. They don't even talk about that anymore. So when you send your kids to school, have your kids to know how to speak to a teacher. Not, yeah, what you want. I hear you. You know, That's not a proper way. We didn't. When I was going to school, we didn't talk like that. Not at all. Because we already knew somewhere down the line, the principal got paddled somewhere. And I didn't like getting paddled. If you send your kids to school and they're not doing acting right in classroom, that means that teacher do not want to fool with that student. They want to come to class to want to work. Someone came to class with their paper ready to work. But as soon as you go to that classroom, you ain't got your material, do no work. The teacher already know. She ain't got time to fool with you. You didn't come there to learn. You came there to be what? A class clown. And she's going to let you be a class clown. And then it's time to graduate. You ain't got your credits. Guess what? Who you going to blame? Who can you blame? Nobody but yourself. And I can only blame because they didn't start you off right at the right age, teach you the manners you're supposed to be taught, have the right when you go to school and act right. Don't nobody want to be nobody baby on you. Y'all take care of y'all business as when you take your kids to school or send your kids to school. Wake your bus up. Check them backpacks. Check their phones, their homework. Check their report cards. All of that. See what's going on in their backpacks. As y'all know, we have seen several times what done went on with kids and their backpacks. We've seen kids. Oh, hey, Era. I acted in school. I knew I would get in trouble once I got home. I know, right? We couldn't act like that. We could not act like that. Now, you mothers who got these daughters, yeah, I'm gonna get on your ass. Fuck y'all. Get some mama talking. Cause y'all mom ain't talking to y'all. Y'all ain't got no sense. Let these little girls run y'all household. Let y'all know what they gonna wear and what they ain't gonna wear. You understand me? Do you know in Texas it be so many Amber Alerts go off? Lots of Amber Alerts. Sometimes be back to back. My phone around here just be ringing and tingling around here. Dee, dee. I mean, and it's loud too. It's gonna wake you up out of sleep. And I said this to say this. I said that to say this. When y'all send y'all kids to school, y'all young girls, we already know. Them young girls ain't buying no hair, no bundles like that. These young girls ain't going to the beauty shop like that. They ain't got the money. You mothers who trying to live your life through your daughters think it's cute, the little short skirts, all the long eyelashes, all the long hair, and the wigs. What is a little girl don't want a wig? You know, one day I was somewhere. Oh, I was in my apartment complex. And me and my daughter-in-law was talking. I said, this little girl got all her little bow braids on her head, little balls and stuff. Now, that's how a little girl's supposed to look at 10, 11, 12 years old with ponytails on her head. Little balls, little barrettes on their head. Not no damn wig, no weave, no eyelashes, and, you know, tight fit clothes. Girl, where are you going? And we already know ain't no girls 15, 13, 11. My niece, 11. My niece, 11. My niece, 11. Yeah, I keep saying it over. My niece, 11. I'm talking about her too, her mama too, and her daddy too. She's 11. My niece is 11 years old. Baby, she was shirts to her stomach, tight clothes, heels, eyelet. What the? Yeah. My niece daughter, my niece husband. Y'all check y'all kids. And don't think I'm just saying in here, oh, I have told her the same thing. You know, and when you dress your kids like that, that means you letting your kids be able to, you know, a grown-up start looking at your daughter, start, eyeing her, looking at her. You see what I'm saying? I don't understand that because and I blame the parents for giving that man access like that because you are the one buying the clothes. You are the one buying the hair, buying eye. Girl, ain't no way in the hell I'm gonna buy no kid no eyelashes. Hell, I ain't wear eyelashes. I might get an eye infection. Seriously, my niece is 10 wears makeup. I don't like it. I bet. It's crazy. Teacher said, see, that's a no-no over here. A child gonna be a child. Speak like a child, act like a child, period. That's right. That's right. And y'all, I've seen 2 girls who was on Amber Alert. This one girl, I'm like, dang, it's Amber Alert. Like she a woman, a little girl. I think she was like 13 years old. And then about a couple of weeks ago, another little girl about 12, 13 years old, they found her in a motel with a man, just fast ass and grown. But you know what? She looked like she's in her 30s and 40s. She had long eyelashes. She had her wig, her sew-in front, what you call it? What you call it? Lace front, yeah. I said, I don't even know what it's called. So I don't even wear it. Had a lace front. And there she was in the hotel with a man. A grown-ass man. A little girl. Little girl. Not L-I-T-T-L-E, little, L-I-L, little girl. Yeah. In a hotel with this grown-ass man, and she ain't even 12, 13 years old. What the hell? Y'all check yourself, women. Y'all mamas. Y'all ladies. Or should I say you whores? Check y'all kids. Because the way you send your kids to school make me think that's how you want to be dressing. And you can't dress that way, so you're going to dress your kid that way with your fat asses. Y'all stop that. You are leaving your kid open to get snatched up. And I'm telling y'all, I've been paying attention, and I hope y'all have too. When they have been finding these kids lately, they are 400 miles away from home, or they end up in Mexico. That's where they find the kids at. They are finding some of the kids who have been taken from home across the border. And this is an Amber Alert going on with these kids. And then I seen where it was a elder lady. If you know your parents got dementia or your parents too old and they start fidgeting for forgetting stuff, Lord have mercy. Look here, don't be putting up on the steering wheel. This lady drove all the way to Mexico. Somebody always spoke some English and got in contact with some family members. That lady was way over there, but they had said she was missing. But this lady done drove her ass way over here to Mexico. Now, how you go to the store and end up in Mexico? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Yes, Sarah. Sex trafficking, it is serious, y'all. It's serious. And now that we got a lot of immigrants that's into our country, they're taking kids. And they might be out these underground tunnels. They might be transporting them through the underground tunnels that we got all through the different parts of the nation. Y'all keep an eye on y'all kids. Quit trying to dress them up. Like Titi said, act like a child. Let your kid be a kid. And I know now, as I got older, what my mama say. Don't be trying to make your kid grow up too fast. Let your kid be a kid as long as they can. And let me tell you something. I wish I still can be a kid right about now, about 15, 16 years old. I sure do. And I didn't raise my kids up too fast. Stay in your place as a child place. Play with them dolls. You're going to be wearing them ponytails. You're going to go and get that pink roller in there. Let me make you some bangs and roll you some bangs in front of your head. You have some bangs. That's part of your hair. You're going to be down in your face. You're going to be your bangs. Other than that, you're going to have pigtails on you. You're going to have bows and the little balls on your head. And you're going to have all that. But kids don't wear that no more. But I was so glad to see this one girl. I said, this little girl got all them bows on her head. And I smiled because of the fact that it made me think that her mama still let her be a little girl. She not raising her daughter up too fast. And she might have been about 13 years old. With bow reds in her head, little balls on her head, ponytails. She had about 15 ponytails in the head. All I could see was red bows and white bows in the head. But it made me smile. Like I said, she's still a little girl. Her mama let her know, you're going to be a little girl, and you're going to be a little girl as long as you need to be a little girl. Don't be going too fast trying to be grown. I'm telling y'all, let your kid be a kid, and watch, and pay attention to what material your kid bring home. Y'all see here that about the gender. I teach the kids about unalive, about people being unalive. Y'all make sure you teach your kids the right things and make sure, every now and then you might test them on something or say something and see what kind of answer you'll get back. You see what I'm saying? If it's going to be the right answer that you think it should be. If not, you can correct them then. And they know how, when you come around again with the same question again, when it's presented to them in a different kind of way about somebody else, they know exactly what to say. You see what I'm saying? It won't be no problem with that. But y'all, I just came over here just to show a little love and put everybody on top of what's going on with our world. Everybody on the internet being jacked up, and y'all know I talked about this way before now. I knew it was gonna be jacked up, and it's really jacked up, and it's crazy. You see what I'm saying? So make sure you pay attention to what's going on your bills, and also let me just say this right here. Seriously, makes the little girl look grown. It scares me because my niece is a beautiful girl. It do make them look grown, and when it look like that, that make people want to look at them in a different kind of way. You see what I'm saying? A man got wandering damn eyes. Okay, he got wandering eyes. They do. You see what I'm saying? And my mom made sure she kept a tight grip on us when we were little girls. She made sure she held on to us tightly. Yeah, yes, Sarah. And we stayed a little kid as long as we could, with no problems at all. Anyway, y'all make sure y'all check out Just Me TT. She'll be coming on pretty soon, and we're gonna be out here doing our thing. And pretty soon we're gonna be having another channel come out, reaction channel come out. So we're not quite through with it yet. So we got some things that's going on. So we're gonna be doing that. But before I go, I got to play this one more time for my homegirl. She get on my nerves.
What you say, Grandma? I need to do what?
Keep your wig.
Why I gotta keep my wig?
You need to sleep with that motherfucker. Keep that wig on. You need to sleep in that wig, she said. You heard me? Stay outside in the rain, put some moisturizer on that wig. And girl, take your bath.
Get your funky ass in this motherfucking bath, bitch. I can't get in. Girl, shut your funky ass up. You already the fuck out, so bitch, shut up.
Yeah, this for my haters, y'all. This is my haters.
Got me messed up. Well, sit your ass down, 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 down. That ain't your stuff. So shut that mess up before I bust that ass right now.
Yeah, I got a stalker. She said, thank y'all for coming. God bless and good night. Thank you, TT. But y'all know what? I gotta get the hell out of here. But y'all, it's raining in Texas, y'all. It's raining. I don't know why it's raining, but it's raining, and it got a little chilly willy outside, and I don't know what's really going on, but it's gonna be all right. But pretty soon I'm gonna be going out and feeding the unfortunate once it gets kind of warm outside. The cold weather has snuck back in here. California got snow. I seen California had 10 feet of snow, Sarah. Y'all better stay warm. Hey, get your survival kit out. We already see the internet is crashing. And I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna say this one time only. Go get your DVDs, your VCR tapes, you go get all that. Because I'm telling y'all, the internet is not gonna be working pretty soon. Again, the internet is not gonna be working pretty soon. Not there, Sarah. Sarah said not there. Yeah, y'all just get prepared. So you make sure you get the VCR tapes. Go get your VCR and the DVD player, the mixture, whatever. Because I'm telling y'all, the way the internet's been working out here lately, the internet has been going off on a lot of people's phones in the houses, shutting the internet problems. Not internet gonna be down to the next day. All that also in Tahoe. Okay, so you're not nowhere near Tahoe. Okay, because girl, when I seen all that snow, sir, I thought about myself, oh my God, all that snow in Cali. Woo! And they said, I mean, even the 18 wheelers out there just stuck. They trying to plow them out the snow. They said the snow is all the way to the door, to the window. Lord have mercy. Y'all just keep them in prayer. Keep them in prayer. Keep them in prayer. But anyway, y'all know my motto. How the hell you gonna love somebody when you don't love yourself? Y'all make sure y'all love yourself, because I'm gonna love me at all times. Peace.
What he said? Oh yeah. I said nobody be rocking or knocking. I said nobody be rocking and knocking them goddamn boots. I said nobody be rocking or knocking. I said nobody be rocking and knocking them goddamn boots. Hey, I said the way that she wearing them jeans, she got a denim coat on, she got a hat to back and a boots to match. She got a big old ass, and I looked from the back. I said, auntie, oh we, there's a whole